one more question to sister.
Yep.
About jail she brought out, huh? That one lady came and told her husband, son or husband is in the jail. Then how did you have that?
I did not.
Something.
She is a Hindu mother who came first time, no? First my job is to listen to her, to know her. And then if she comes a second time, third time, continues to come to the church, then only I have to think a little more seriously. First time when she came and poured out, and from where she came, where she went back, Hindu area. All pockets I cannot go. Suppose it is a Catholic village, I can go. Oh. And where our people's presence is there. Now this mother is fully a Hindu. She came from some pocket of Hindu area. She came and poured out her heart. I listened to her. And if she continues to come, God will guide me what to do, how to help, how much to help. In this, just now what you spoke, sister, another mother also had come. One lady. No, you see, she came just to out of her sorrow, looking where is the church. She looking for the church and ekhane ki prarthana hobe. Is there any prayer in this place? For that she came. Okay. So if she comes second time, third time, with one talking, no problems are solved. It takes time. We have to go very slowly, and mercy of God has to accompany us. Huh?
Hello. I have a question about breaking the marriages due to the social media, like Facebook. This is trending nowadays. And is there any remedial in our church preparing or it's going on? So any remedial that to overcome this problem?
So your question is there a remedy for people to come out of social media?
Is there any remedy to tackle the problems?
What is happening with the social media?
Social media, which causes problem in the families.
The remedy comes first from the families. The sense it comes from the parents. The first and the foremost, if you look at why the children are spending so much time in the phones, is because of the parents' lack of availability. The first person to give the phone to the children, majority of the times, is the parent. And the parent sometimes gives unknowingly also. There are parents who are giving knowingly. Some parents are clueless about why they are giving their phones, because of studies and every other reason. But it's the parent's responsibility to know what his or her child does. Simple reason, as you were sharing, the children currently are going to ADHD. Now many of them wouldn't know the term ADHD, maybe not even know what is happening with the cartoon. The cartoons today that the kids are watching are talking about homosexual relationships. The cartoons today are talking about drugs. The cartoons today are talking about multiple partners. Does the parent know? No, because the parent is not bothered to see the cartoon. Who has lacked the responsibility is the parent. It was parent's responsibility to check before giving it to the child. So, right? So, if the parent takes the responsibility of doing that part, there's a lot of things that the child would be able to give. Secondly, the child, this is another aspect that we see majority of thing trending is, most of the couples have one child. One child syndrome, what is happening is the child doesn't have anyone to share with. It can't share everything with the parents. Yes, the parents are very loving. Parents expect that I'm the best father and I'm the best mother, but the child needs friends. The child needs a peer group where he or she can share with others. But the parents are so focused on the finances and the calculations and the plannings. It has one child, and that child suffers loneliness. It automatically moves to the most easiest way is phones and AI, because it gives you all that is required, which is absent in the parents. So the root cause is, if the parents take the responsibility of being there for the child, sitting down with the child, guiding the child, even if the parent is not a literate person, the parent can always reach out to the others and ask, what do you feel? What is happening with your child? Talk about it. That's where the support group and formation happens, and raise family.
Now, he spoke in terms of the children and what they are affected. However, parents are also affected by the social media. Like for me, when I have opened YouTube, many times I get an advertisement of you have to be an independent woman. You shouldn't depend on your husband. You should have your own life. The more I listen to this, the more I will be inclined to behave that way. Pornography and everything is constantly been put into our eyes. It's very difficult to escape from it. We hope, our desire would be, let's remove the bad. Let's remove this from the social media. But just like our world, this will be a constant battleground. This will be a place we will have to fight. We will have to fight for our families. First, we will have to fight for ourselves, where I go back to Jesus and say, Jesus, I am spending so much time on social media. Help me. My sisters, currently, I am struggling with my addiction to my phone. I have my sisters in MFC who are keeping track, who know when I have spent 1 hour. When I spent 15 minutes, it was an accomplishment for me. I told them, today I spent only 15 minutes on my phone. They encouraged me. So their encouragement encourages me to try another day. The men need the brothers. The women need sisters who are there to say, yes, the world is dark. The social media is not as good. We don't even know how good it was before. But you can still stay true to the faith. You can still live the life that God is calling you to live, and we are there with you. So this will be a constant battle for us, and as we get stronger, we can even strengthen our children to be strong against the dark world.
Yes, I don't want to. I don't think I should be interfering, but I want to give you some practical things which are happening. My next door neighbor, when the little boy was 2 years old, the mother, I could hear. Then my next door neighbor, I could hear, oh, give him the damn phone, he'll keep quiet. The mother is telling the husband, give him the phone, he'll keep quiet. That boy is now 10. He used to sit with the phone like this. Now he's got thick glasses, he can't see, like he wouldn't be able to see the end of the crowd over here. He's only 10. And he has no general knowledge. Absolutely nothing. I asked him a certain number of questions. I brought him to my house, asked him some questions. He's dumb. I would say he's totally dumb. And in contrast to that, in total contrast to that, I keep comparing. I know parents are not supposed to compare. We are always told, don't ever compare your children, either to other children or to your own children. Don't compare. Each one is an individual. Each one has to grow as an individual. But I still compare. My grandchildren, one is 6, one is 3. The one who is 6 is doing art class, dance class, swimming, and also she wants to go, every now and again she wants to go to meet her friends. In contrast to my neighbor, 10 years old, and I would say he's just dumb. Okay, he has no exposure to the world. His parents are not interested. His father out the whole day doing tuitions. His mother is always screaming, I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy. So we need to keep the children away from social media. You need personal intervention. You need to be personally sitting with your child, talking to them, dealing with their problems, teaching them. I know I've seen a good example here, who whenever I see them, I see she's got full control of the children. So those are my observations. Yes, Father Laban.
It depends. Suppose they are, if that family is peasant family, you can go in any time. If they are working class, I should respect their time of going to the office or which day they are at home. I contact them over the phone. Are you at home? Are you free? Means I first of all I should take into consideration whether they are free. When I enter, they should not feel that I am a burden to them. I am respecting them. So I have their number, I told you. Anybody who has entered the church, I have their number. Now I want to visit them where they live, their family I want to visit. So there is a phone connection before I reach there. First of all, be pleasant and smiling. Okay. We are called smiling sisters also. Yes. There is work to do for you through your, our founder has told us to win souls through smile.
So, SMI sisters are smiling.
Smiling sisters, cycling sisters. So first is our pleasant approach. Then greet them, Joy Jishu or Jishu Pranam, or whether they depending upon the mode of the area. And then we are you entering into normal conversation. Suppose wife is present, then we simply casual inquiry. Where is your husband? Where are the children? Casual inquiry and normal talking. Slowly, slowly only we enter into anything that is deeper. Yeah, means first. No, everywhere no. That time I told you no. Another family, while I am going to visit, two children are showing me with hand, sister, taratadi ashun. I am going through the rasta only. I understood something is happening inside the house. That is why these small children are showing me with the hand, dodi esho, sister. So I really ran. When I ran and got inside the house, into the corner of the door, the elder girl is pressed. Father is beating thoroughly, thorough beating is going on. So what I did, I entered in between the father and the girl. And I pushed the father out. I said, don't touch. Don't touch her, don't beat her, I said. Then I understood the real reason. The girl had gone with one boy, 2 days somewhere, she went. That is why father is angry. He as a father, in his fatherhood, he is right in becoming angry. I don't condemn him. He is right. But that is a moment, crucial moment when physical torture is taking place already. So when I pushed him, he respected me, but he moved. Artha make it, that's good. I also raised the voice. And I stood in between. Then slowly, slowly negotiated. I told Andan, he said. So what I did, I collected all 4 of them, mother and all 4 children. And anyway, by chance, there was a retreat in Jalal Kali. I told my superior, I am going with them. So I went with them to the retreat center 4 days. I remained with them. All of them listened to the word, prayed, confessed, got anointing, everything. By the time 4 days were over, this entire atmosphere cooled down in that house. Now, that younger girl who called me Sister Tadatari Ashun, she became a sister with me. Okay. She is a sister in my community. She remembers and she sees me, she says, Sister, ami kono din apnake bhule jabo na, sei din kira ka amader bachiye diyeche.
In terms of interfaith or interreligious marriage, mostly we find that the couples, I mean, they have love marriage. So due to which they don't have problem in accepting each other's religion. So before like any child is born to them, they are happy with each other. Problem arises once a child is born because of their parents. Now the girl's parents, they'll be wanting, I mean, the child to accept their religion, and the boys, they'll be wanting to accept their religion. But again, in some cases where the couple who totally get themselves detached from their parents, they don't have any problem because they become accustomed to each other's religion or faith. But in these cases where because of parents wanting their granddaughter or grandchildren to follow their religion, so it's very difficult to make these parents understand. So what do we do in these cases?
Before that, before the marriage is done in this kind of situation, I think, Father, they signed an agreement saying that the children will be baptized. Before this kind of marriage is taken place, there is an understanding between the boy and a girl. They have to sign an agreement which says that when the child is born, the child is baptized, will be baptized. All right. So that is before they get married. So they have to be very, very careful. That is what we are saying. Romantic and love making and courtship is very good, fine. But later on, when you are in the practical field, the difficulties, there are a lot of problems begin to crop up. Like you said, the grandparents would like to have their grandchildren to follow their religion. In that situation, what will the parents do? Isn't it? Then yes. From there, the problem will start. So what are you going to do? You're going to settle this, you're going to think very seriously before getting married. Because, see, love doesn't mean that you have to be together. Love also means if there is going to be a problem later on, you must be able to make that understand between both boys and girls. So see, this is a situation. If we are prepared, as per the teaching of the church, if we are prepared to baptize a child, then we go forward. This is a very, very important matter, and you have to take this very seriously. Usually what happens to they want in a haste to get married, they will say yes, 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 no problem, no problem.
What
then
happened?
The problem will start. So before you sign that commitment, there's a lot of talk that has to go between the boy and the girl. You have to be mentally prepared, and because ultimately it is the boy and the girl that is going to run the family.
That is very correct what you say, but the practical side is now the parents, I mean the grandparents rather, if when a child is born, the grandparents, they don't look into those bonds and all whatever is signed. So here lies the question.
So this is one side is law, one side is love. That's what since morning we are speaking. Yeah, law is because they have signed. So করেছে বলে বাচ্চাকে Catholic মানে Christian করতে হবে. But the things are in the field is different. The Francis is the truth. So in such cases, what shall we do? That's what. A compassion, love, because they are under pressure. They have signed. As per the law, they have done. Things changes after marriage drastically. Maya, no, the Hindu grandparents don't want. There are cases I have. Why no one? They don't want to touch also the child. Cases are. So, yes. Family relation is very complex. When other religions comes, it is still complex. So, we have no one solution for that. So, complex situation, we need to wait, show more love, more compassion. Yeah, only God has to give a solution.
For this, it's not a solution. Sorry, brother, I think he's behind you. Okay. Yes, solution to nahi hoga, but this has been taken place in few places, in few dioceses. They have tried it out. Not a conscious thing. We can try it out very hard. Is to call the parents for the marriage preparation program. In some places, they have tried it out where they call the parents for the marriage preparation course for an hour or 2 hours, where they specifically talk about how to let go of your child. हम लोग कैसे अपने बेटे को अभी छोड़ना है, कैसे अपनी बेटी को छोड़ना है, अभी ये समय है. Both the parents, like the guy and girl, both the parents are called. Here, lot of discussion happens between the couple and the parents at that place, because there are a lot of topics the couple goes through. It is very hard to get this happening because nowhere it has been sustained to go in, but wherever it has happened, lot of dialogues have started with the couples, and through that you can do it. If it is something that we strive for it, it's the best thing to be able to do is call the parents for an hour or two during the marriage preparation program, talk to them about how things will change in the family henceforth, and there it builds a conversation between the families, and you can take it forward from there.
We already have a separate program for the in-laws, where we bring the in-laws, and especially as you said, living and cleaving. We already have, I mean, these type of dialogues and programs, discussions, but especially when, I mean, the other religion side, and whether it is Hindu or Muslims, so they are the ones, like we try to approach, like our didis, when they go to different areas, no, so they organize program in non-Christian areas where we go, we like speak to, we have dialogue with the non-Catholic couples or the grandparents and all, and I mean, all are not willing to come. So here the problem lies, no? I mean, whoever we get, we try to bring them, but others not possible.
There's a very simple thing for this, I told you. See, when the boy and a girl is getting ready to get married, they have to be very mentally prepared, especially when this inter-religion, inter-caste, or what you call this faith marriage is taking place. They have to seek counsel. They have to meet the parish priest, talk it over, take their time. They have to be prepared. See, because of that marriage, because of their irresponsible act, the child should not suffer. The child will suffer later on. The child will be torn between two worlds. What are the parents going to do? So before they take that step, it is wise that they sit down and decide all this part also. They have to take this consideration. You cannot say, okay, they got married, we call the grandparents, we talk to them. The grandparents will be also adamant. They will not move. They will say, no, nothing doing. We have to follow the tradition. So before you have your child, think of all this. Let the couple think of this. Because of their irresponsible act, the child is going to suffer later on. We have seen this. So in marriage preparation class, we have to focus on this. We have to tell them. We have to tell them yours is an interfaith marriage. So we have these conditions. These are things that the Catholic Church wants, and we have to follow those rules. So you have to take your time, decide upon, you both decide upon this matter. Then if you really feel, okay, we will carry on and we will act according to the rules and regulations of the Catholic Church, well and fine. If it is not, then you have to drop the matter. Which is better, to destroy your family or to get okay just for that marriage sake?
मेरा क्वेश्चन ब्रदर केल्विन और उनकी वाइफ के लिए है। मैं एक कपल को जानती हूँ जिनकी शादी हुई थी 26 साल पहले। जब उनकी शादी हुई थी तो मैं बहुत छोटी थी, तो मुझे पता चला कि जब उनकी शादी हुई थी तो जो लेडी थी वो इंटरेस्टेड थी शादी के लिए, लेकिन जो अंकल थे वो इंटरेस्टेड नहीं थे। फिर भी ज़बरदस्ती उनकी शादी हो जाती है क्योंकि अंकल किसी और को चाहते थे। तो उनका बेटा हो गया, उनका बेटा अभी 25 साल का है। तो मामा हमेशा फैमिली से डिस्टेंस, जो मामा बोलती हूँ मैं उनको, फैमिली से हमेशा डिस्टेंस, जॉब के चक्कर में डिस्टेंस में रहते हैं। और जो उनकी वाइफ थी वो बेटा के साथ ही रहती थी। तो उनके बीच कभी मतलब रिलेशनशिप ऐसा हो गया कि बेटा को वे लोग टाइम भी नहीं दे पा रहे हैं और दोनों में हमेशा झगड़ा रहता था। पत्नी को यही शिकायत रहती थी कि तुम पहले वाले से तुम्हारी बात होती है, इस तरह से। तो इसी चक्कर में वो उनका हमेशा डाउट रहता था वाइफ का। और हम अभी तक वो अभी शायद मेरे जो अंकल जिनको मैं बोलती हूँ उनके 55 इयर्स हो गए, अभी तक उनकी वाइफ हमको फ़ोन करती है, बोलती है पता है तुम्हारा मामा ऐसा करता है, ऐसा करता है। मतलब वो अभी भी डाउट में है। और उनका बेटा 25 साल का हो गया है और उसको बेटा को भी पता है कि उनके पापा किनसे मिलने जाते होंगे और उनकी माँ के थ्रू पता चलता है। तो उनका पूरा परिवार स्पॉइल हो गया है, डिस्ट्रॉय हो गया है, सब अलग अलग हो गए हैं और तीनों कभी एक साथ मिल के बैठ कर खाना भी नहीं खाते हैं। तो कभी कभी वो हमको फ़ोन करती है, मैं बहुत छोटी हूँ उनके सामने, लेकिन वो कभी शेयर करती है, रो रो कर बोलती है कि मैं क्या करूँ ऐसी सिचुएशन में। एज अ MFC मेंबर हम लोग उनको क्या सजेशन दे सकते हैं ऐसे परिवार के लिए?
जैसे आप बता रहे हैं वैसे अभी अभी की स्थिति में हम लोगों ने बहुत सारे ऐसे दंपतियों को देखा है, जब हम लोग काउंसलिंग में बैठते हैं बहुत सारे रिटायर्ड कपल्स अभी आते हैं हम लोगों से बातचीत करने के लिए कि मेरा पति या मेरी पत्नी किसी और के साथ प्यार करती है और अभी उनको तलाक चाहिए। 40 साल की शादी के बाद, 25 साल की शादी के बाद वो लोग अभी तलाक खोज रहे हैं, क्योंकि जैसे आपने बताया जब उनकी शादी हुई थी कारण कुछ और था और वो शादी हो गए पर प्यार नहीं था और किसी ने उनकी मदद नहीं की एक दूसरे को प्यार करने के लिए, क्योंकि शादी हो गया। सब लोग एक कहावत है, बोलते हैं बच्चा होने के बाद सब ठीक हो जाएगा, और ऐसा कुछ होता नहीं है। बच्चा होता है और गड़बड़ हो जाती है और दूर हो जाते हैं, पर साथ रहते हैं, क्योंकि हमारे इस देश में एक समाज में एक सोच है कि क्या बोलते हैं, एक सोसाइटियल देखते हैं कि अब लोग अलग हो जाएंगे तो हमारे परिवार का नाम खराब हो जाएगा, तो लोग साथ रहते हैं बच्चे के कारण। जब बच्चा बड़ा हो जाता है और अपने हिसाब से जाने लगते हैं तब माँ बाप अलग होने लगते हैं, क्योंकि तब वो अपने प्यार को ढूंढ के वो निकलने जाते हैं। और ये बहुत बढ़ रहा है अभी, जहाँ बहुत ज़्यादा जगहों पे हम लोग बातचीत कर रहे हैं, बहुत जगहों पे बढ़ रहा है। उसका एक इलाज ऐसा नहीं है कि आप ऐसे करने से होगा, पर एक कुछ चीज़ें हम लोग अभी नहीं कह सकता हूँ कि गलती हमारे माँ बाप या हमारे दादा दादी से मिस्टेक हुआ है, जो छूट गई है वो बोलते हैं एक पिता का कार्य है हेडशिप। हेडशिप को हिंदी में आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज हेडशिप, नेतृत्व, लीडरशिप, हेडशिप, वो हेड है, और पत्नी जो है वो सबमिशन है, सबमिसिव, यानी कि वो दोनों एक साथ काम करना है। बट द वाइफ ऑलवेज, पत्नी जो है हमेशा जो लास्ट है, जो पति जो कहते हैं उसके साथ। पर अभी इस दुनिया में क्या किया है कि विमेन एम्पावरमेंट इतना बढ़ गया है, वी आर इक्वल, वो बहुत गलत होता है। क्यों होता है? क्योंकि लीड कौन लेगा? हर परिवार में लीड अभी कौन कर रहा है? सो द वाइफ इज नॉट रेडी टू सबमिसिव। पत्नी बोल रही है मैं जो कह रहा हूं उसको होना चाहिए, ही इज नॉट रेडी टू लिसन। अभी क्या कर सकते हैं उस परिवार के लिए? सबसे पहले उस पत्नी को, उस पति को प्यार दिखाते रहना है। शी हैज टू कीप शोइंग लव। सी एट द एंड एवरीवन वांट्स लव, सबको प्यार चाहिए। हाँ, उसको कहीं प्यार और से मिल रहा होगा, नहीं मालूम है, हो सकता है जो वो इनके साथ देखता है उनको नहीं हुआ है, जो भी कारण है। पर जब प्यार होता है, प्यार मिलता है, और अगर वो अपने घुटने पे जाके प्रार्थना कर सकती है, अगर वो तैयार है करने के लिए, उनके पति में बदलाव आ सकता है। नॉट इम्पॉसिबल, आ सकता है। अगर वो अपने तरफ से जितना कोशिश करते रहेगी, बदलाव आया है बहुत जगहों पे परिवार। इट्स ऑल अबाउट वर्किंग।
आप जो बोले उनको घुटने में आके प्रार्थना करना चाहिए, मैंने ये सजेशन दिया, लेकिन जब भी वो फ़ोन करती है हमेशा ड्रिंक किए हुए हमको फ़ोन करती है कि मैं ऐसे सिचुएशन में हूँ। तो मैंने उनसे कहा कि जब आप रोज़ इसी तरह से डिप्रेशन में आके ड्रिंक करते रहेंगे तो कैसे होगा? क्योंकि जब आप अपने परिवार में यीशु को नहीं लाएंगे तो कभी वो परिवार बदल ही नहीं सकता है। तो यही प्रॉब्लम है।
तो दीदी, इसका मतलब है आपको घुटने टेकने, उनके लिए प्रार्थना करना है, उस वाइफ के लिए प्रार्थना करना है। ईश्वर हमको ये लोग दिखाएगा जिनको ईश्वर का प्यार का ज़रूरत है। ईश्वर वो लोग हमको मिलाएगा। अगर हमारे पास कोई ऐसा आ रहा है तो हमें फर्स्ट उनके लिए प्रार्थना करना है, क्योंकि हमारे बुद्धि से, हमारे प्यार से तो कुछ नहीं होगा। जितना भी ट्रेनिंग हो, कुछ नहीं होने वाला है। ईश्वर का प्यार का ज़रूरत है। इसलिए अगर ऐसा कोई हमारे पास आएगा तो पहले हमें उनके लिए प्रार्थना करना है, ताकि वो ईश्वर का प्यार महसूस करे और वो प्यार से वो आगे बढ़ पाए।
হ্যালো, আমি অনেকক্ষণ থেকে একটা কোশ্চেন করব ভাবছিলাম, কিন্তু হয়তো সাহস জোটাইনি, ওই জন্য করিনি। এখন আমি একটা কোশ্চেন করতে চাই। কোশ্চেনটা হচ্ছে এটাই, আমার কাছে আমার খুবই পরিচিত একটা মহিলা আমার কাছে এসেছেন। তো আমি যেখানে চাকরি করি সেখানেই ওর বিয়ে হয়েছে, মোটামুটি ক্লাস 8-এ ওর বিয়ে হয়েছে। হয়তো বুঝে না বুঝে ও অন্য কাস্টের সঙ্গে বিয়ে করেছে। তো এখন বিয়ে থাওয়া হয়ে যাওয়ার পর বাচ্চা কাচ্চা বেশ বড় বড় হয়ে গেছে, বিয়ে থাওয়া হয়ে গেছে বাচ্চাদের। তো ওদের এখন মানে ডিভোর্স হয়নি আর একসঙ্গেও থাকে না, ডিভোর্সও হয়নি, একসঙ্গেও থাকে না। তবে ও এখন বলছে যে আমি ওর সঙ্গে থাকবো না, কথাও বলবো না, মানে ওর সঙ্গে পুরো ডিটাচ, মানে কথা বলে না, বাড়িতে থাকলেও ওর সঙ্গে কথা বলে না। তো আমার কাছে এসে আমাকে বললো কি করব। আমি বললাম দেখো তোমার স্বামী, তুমি দেখো ওকে যদি ক্ষমা করতে পারো খুবই ভালো। তো বলছে না আমি ওকে কখনোই ক্ষমা করতে পারবো না। কিন্তু সে বলছে ফাদার ম্যাথিউর কাছে গিয়ে বলছে যে ফাদার আমি কমিউনিয়ন নিতে চাই, মানে ও ক্ষমাও করতে পারবে না কিন্তু কমিউনিয়ন নিতে চায়। তো আমাকে বলছে আমাকে প্রসেস বলে দাও কিভাবে আমি কমিউনিয়নটা পাবো। তো ফাদার কাছে গেছিল কিন্তু কোনো ওকে উপায় বলে দিয়েছে কি না তারপরে যোগাযোগ হয়নি। তো আমার কোশ্চেন হচ্ছে যদি আপনারা আমাকে সেই উপায়টা বলে দিন যে তার কি করা উচিত, কি করে সে কমিউনিয়নটা আবার পেতে পারে। মানে ও নিজে খ্রিস্টান হয়ে থাকতে চায়, কোনো বাচ্চাকে সে কোনো খ্রিস্টানের ইয়েতে নিয়ে আসেনি, চার্চে নিয়ে আসেনি, কিন্তু মানে ও চায় যে আমি যাতে কমিউনিয়ন নিতে পারে। তো এটার একটু উপায় বলে দিন।
কমিউনিয়নের সম্বন্ধে ওটা পার্সোনাল, প্রাইভেট ভাবে, ঠিক আছে। এনি আদার কোশ্চেন উইল আমরা নেব, ঠিক আছে। এনিথিং শেয়ারিং, ওরা যেটা বলেছে সেটার সাথে অ্যাড করা। কিন্তু একটা কথা মনে পড়লো, যখন ইজ ইট আ ম্যান্ডেটরি ফর ম্যারেজ, দ্য সার্টিফিকেট ম্যারেজ প্রিপারেশন কোর্স, আমাদের উদ্দেশ্যটা কি? হোয়াট ইজ দ্য পারপাস অফ গিভিং ম্যারেজ ক্লাস? টু অফকোর্স টু স্ট্রেংথেন দ্য ফ্যামিলি বন্ড, আর একটা কথা টু অ্যাভয়েড ম্যারেজ ব্রেকেজেস। আমরা তো সবাই লাইসেন্স নিয়ে গাড়ি চালাই কিন্তু অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট হয়, তাই না? তাহলে এটা হচ্ছে লার্নিং লাইসেন্স নাকি? ইটস নট লার্নার্স লাইসেন্স, ইটস নট আ ট্রু লাইসেন্স। ইয়েস, আমাদের বলা হয়েছিল যে এরকম অ্যাজ টু avoid the accident we need to follow the traffic rules. Similarly, to avoid the marriage breakdown we need to follow some guidelines. So what are the signs and signals you see? একটা কথাই তো, পর স্ত্রী পর লোকের যাতে বেশি প্রেম হয়, এগুলো তো আমাদের দুর্বলতা, তাই না? So we need to teach from they will be able to help how to look chaste, how to be chaste. It's not only for married people, also for all of us. So that you need to cultivate, grow in that. You can add in.
I have one question. This question goes to Brother Kelvin and Amulya. This is related to problems in the families. हम ये देखते हैं कि जब husband and wife साथ में रहते तो they have their own expectation to each other. इच्छाएं आकांक्षाएं रहती है, जैसे कि आप ये कीजिएगा, आप ये कीजिएगा तो हम ये करेंगे। कभी कभी वो लोग अपने आकांक्षाओं के इच्छाओं के ऊपर खरे नहीं उतरते या समटाइम्स फेल टू मीट ईच अदर्स एक्सपेक्टेशन। वो भी रीजन होता है हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ में कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स लाने के लिए ऐसा बहुत सारे कॉमनली देखा गया है अभी तो फिर, क्योंकि पर्सनल डिग्निटी, ये पर्सनल ओपिनियन, राइट्स, ये सब रहता है। तो आई जस्ट वांटेड टू नो बिकॉज यू आर रेजिंग योर चिल्ड्रेन and you're experiencing your parenthood also, so because you are very fresh on that track, so I just wanted to know, and it could be enlightening for our participants, our members, that how both can husband and wife respond with patience, understanding, forgiveness and open communication rather than anger or resentment. One. Number two, what are the practical steps can couples take to make important family decisions together through prayer, listening and discernment while respecting each other's dignity and opinions?
Okay, अभी सबसे पहले हम खूब लड़ते हैं. It's not that we don't fight, we have conflicts and we also have times where we are in disagreement. सिंपल बात है, अगर हमारे बीच में झगड़ा नहीं होता है, ये तो शादीशुदा जीवन नहीं है. If there is a couple who is not fighting, they are not living, because we come from two different families, we have different opinions, and if you are not having fights, it basically one person is not sharing the opinions. हम अपने जो सोच है उसको हम बात नहीं करते हैं. That's why we are not having conflicts. So conflicts are necessary. It helps both of us to speak. How do we resolve it? Now, something that as being part of MSc, what we encourage couples to do is something we term it as heart to heart or quality time. Basically, we encourage every couple once in a week for minimum 2 to 3 hours to sit together without anything, including children, phones, everything, nothing else, spend time with each other. Most of us as couples, before marriage, courtship, we spend good amount of time on dates. We go to different places and we spend quality time. And that is why we reach the point of marriage. हम लोग वो समय को देख के हम लोग शादीशुदा जीवन के लिए पहुंचते हैं, पर उसके बाद अभी पत्नी घर पे ही है, रोज बातचीत होती है, हम लोग चाल दावल के बारे में बात करते हैं. So we think why it is important for us to speak other than that. We ignore that fact. We ignore the fact that I need to give her undivided attention to ask her कि क्या है, what is this quality time. In very brief I'll tell you is, we talk about इस सप्ताह, once a week we try to do it. इस सप्ताह में हम लोगों ने हमारे प्रार्थना के जीवन में ईश्वर ने हमें कौन से रास्ते पे जाने के लिए मदद किया. What is the direction God is giving us? I ask her, have you been able to pray? Have you been able to go for mass? क्या आप इस सप्ताह कन्फेशन के लिए जा पाए? It's my responsibility that she also reaches heaven. If I'm not doing that, then I am failing. She also asked me, it's not her responsibility, she is as a wife, but she is a support system for me. So she asked me, how is my relationship with God? We talk about that. Then we move to, what was the good things about this week? आपको इस पूरे सप्ताह में क्या अच्छा लगा? हो सकता है आपको कहीं पे हम लोग घूमने गए वो अच्छा लगा, हो सकता है बच्चे ने कुछ किया उसको अच्छा लगा, वी वर एबल टू सी, हम लोग कहीं पे घूमने वी एबल टू सी द सनलाइट और रेनबो अच्छा लगा, जो कुछ भी उनको अच्छा लगा वो बोलती है. देन आई शेयर अबाउट व्हाट आई फेल्ट हैप्पी अबाउट. इट कुड बी ऑल्सो व्हाट शी डिड टू मी. शी प्रिपेयर्ड अ नाइस दाल, आई एंजॉयड इट. आपने जो इस सप्ताह जो दाल बनाया बहुत अच्छा था. दिस हेल्प्स हर ऑल्सो टू नो इनको ये दाल अच्छा लगता है. देन शी विल स्ट्राइव मोर टू मेक इट. इफ आई डोंट अप्रिशिएट, शी विल नेवर मेक दैट दाल अगेन. सो इट्स माय रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू टॉक अबाउट इट. दैट्स गुड. देन वी स्पीक अबाउट अप्रिसिएशन. मैं उनके बारे में बताता हूँ कि इस सप्ते में मुझे क्या क्या अच्छा लगा आपने किया. इस सप्ते में जो आप लोग बच्चों के साथ बैठे और जो क्लास वर्क किया, आई अप्रिशिएट यू फॉर दैट. आई अप्रिशिएट कि हम लोगों को पैकिंग करना था और आपका जो काम था आपने किया. I appreciate you for that. I appreciate you कि आपने एक कप चाय मेरे लिए लाई. Thank you for it. So I appreciate. Then she appreciates me. Then we move to the not so great parts. is इस सप्ते में क्या अच्छा नहीं हुआ. वो सिर्फ मेरी तरफ से है उसकी तरफ से नहीं, हमारे पूरे सप्ते में what we didn't like, we share about that. And then we end with the future goals. आने वाले सप्ते में हम लोग क्या करना चाहेंगे. So she shares about her vision. It could be a talk about हाँ हमारी सेहत अच्छी नहीं है, दोनों का ब्लड प्रेशर बढ़ रहा है या कोलेस्ट्रॉल है, कुछ कर सकते हैं क्या. वी बोथ डिस्कस, हाँ हम लोग वॉकिंग शुरू कर सकते हैं. और वी कैन टॉक अबाउट बहुत समय हुआ है हम लोग कहीं घूमने नहीं गए. करेक्ट, आपने जो बोला सही है, कहाँ घूमने जा सकते हैं. सो वी एनकरेज कपल्स इन अ वीक 2 to 3 hours, विच वी ऑल्सो स्ट्राइव टू डू इट. दैट्स वन, राइट, एज अ कपल. बट इट कैन नॉट एंड. वो नहीं हो सकता है कि आज मैंने अभी यहाँ पे जो उपस्थित है 50 लोगों को मैंने बताया आप जाके करोगे. What is required is an ongoing support system. We need to have accountability. What she was talking about, sisters required sisters, brothers required brothers. We talk about a group, and that's what I was talking to. कि हमारे diocese में, हमारे parish में, we need lots of lay movements. Why? It helps you keep accountability. जो एक भाई आपको पूछेगा, भैया क्या आप इस सप्ताह डेली मास के लिए गए क्या? When you have a brother asking you that question, you automatically will like नहीं गया. अगले सप्ताह हम लोग दोनों साथ में जा सकते हैं क्या? What did I do? I encouraged you to go for mass. I didn't force you. I didn't condemn you. I didn't say mass जाना अच्छा है. But मैंने बोला क्या हम दोनों साथ में जा सकते हैं? I am being the support system for you, and automatically you walk. And as a couple, हम लोग आपके परिवार के साथ बोलेंगे क्या हम दोनों साथ मिल सकते हैं क्या बातचीत करने के लिए? क्या हम साथ में प्रार्थना कर सकते हैं? Automatically your family also moves towards the same holiness. Your family helps my family helps your family, and we both walk. And that's where accountability happens. So these two aspects help the couples and families to come closer to each other, to help married couples, because our most of our things are ends with the marriage. But after marriage, things become little less. There is no compulsory programs that you have to attend to, after marriage. But that's where it, slowly drift away. And we need things that will again bring them to track.
I think in related to the conflict part. So something that we have learned, praise God really for MFC, that how to have a good conflict, how to have a good fight. Okay, so if our goal in our conflict is I should win, then we both will lose. अगर हमारे मन में ये है कि जब झगड़ा हो रहा है, मुझे विन होना है, तो हम दोनों हार जाएंगे। मगर अगर हमारा गोल है कि प्यार को बचाना है, वो रिश्ता को बचाना है, चाहे आपके बात सही हो या मेरा बात सही हो, शायद हम दोनों गलत है, शायद हम दोनों सही है, ये हमें, वी हैव टू बी माइंडफुल ऑफ दिस। सो नाउ एज अ वुमन I am very emotional, and in my emotional, when I'm very angry, I may say anything, and that can hurt his ego. So I have sisters who I can share. मेरे जो बहन है MFC में, मैं उनको बताती हूँ कि मैं कभी कभी मैं उनको मैसेज करती हूँ, या मैं एक बहन को लेकर बोलती हूँ कि मुझे बहुत गुस्सा आ रहा है केल्विन के तरफ, क्या मैं आपसे बात कर सकती हूँ? दे कॉल मी, दे टॉक टू मी, दे हेल्प मी काम डाउन। कि ठीक है, एक बार मेरी बहन ने मुझको डांटा क्योंकि मेरा सोच गलत था। मैं बहुत बार कंप्लेन कर रही थी कि मुझे सुबह को समय नहीं मिलता है, तो केल्विन ने कहा कि मैं आपको ब्रेकफास्ट में मदद करूँगा, मैं बनाऊँगा ब्रेकफास्ट। मगर जो वो बनाता है वो मुझे उतना पसंद नहीं था, क्योंकि हमारा सबका हेल्थ का ध्यान रखना है, वो जो ऐसा मैंने अपने बहनों से कहा कि केल्विन ऐसा बोल रहा है। उन सब ने मुझे डांटा, बोला कि आप क्या कर रहे हो, आपका पति आपका मदद करने के लिए आगे बढ़ रहा है और आप उनको पीछे हटा रहे हो, तो वो आपको मदद कभी नहीं करेगा। So that support system also helps, and having a place to share your feelings as a man, for a man to be able to share his feelings with other men so that his emotions are guarded, and when he comes back to his wife, he can come back with that love because he has got the understanding. Now he can come back with love. As a woman, I'm able to share my pain, and then I can calm down and come back to my husband with love. For 2 years we were struggling. We almost wanted to separate from each other, but we had our brothers and sisters every day. They would check on us. How are you? What is happening? If you have any issue, just message, just call. Every week they got in touch with us because it was COVID time. We did video calls. They spoke to us as a couple. They spoke to us individually, but they kept encouraging us to get back with each other. And we have learned so much from those 2 years, and we are still learning on how to deal with conflicts with other families.
Thank you.
It's almost time now. I would like to sincerely appreciate the moderator and the panelists, Sister Marilyn, Mr. Peter, Kelvin and Amulya, and the moderator Robert Digama. Give a round of applause and remain seated. I want Father Arulraj to give a feedback and a blessing for you also.
So I've been listening to what was happening all this time, and some of it I couldn't follow when it was in either Bangla or Hindi. So I'm in another network, so something was there. So as I was keenly listening, because so this is what I wanted to hear. This is the time I remember Pope Francis, when he was during synod time, he didn't speak anything. He listened. He was listening. Then I understood, okay, what is the real privilege of listening about what things are happening about all this. So I was noting down the main issues that are coming. What you are talking in Amoris Laetitia is coming here. Okay. So to say that they began also social media. Okay. Screen time, we call it. You didn't use the word screen time. It is called screen time. So you gave the example of your neighbor, small kid. Now he's wearing a thick glasses for his reading, because as kid he started looking at the screen. So therefore the children have to have the screen time that you are talking, because otherwise it affects the eyes and is going to affect their learning system and other things. I think one example that you gave, but it's again going back to social media, because kids like all kinds of things, fun, games and other things. So unless these days I also have seen in my families also, this, they give them, then only they will watch, then only they will eat. So if you don't give them, they will not eat. So these are the things the present times is happening. So we have to take care of this about social media and it affect, how it affecting us. We had 2 days of seminar in Chennai, mainly focused on this social media and how it affects. But this day we cannot avoid social media. So that way we have a saint now. Who is the saint now for social media? Huh? Carlo Aquinas, he says, how we used it, the screen time for people to really see. So therefore, we cannot avoid this is, so that we'll have to think more about our social media. That is part of it now. Second thing I heard about parenting issues. Lot of parenting issues. Okay, so our Calvin was bringing out what we called, I told you earlier, I don't know whether I told you or I told the previous group, is about Garen Chapman. I don't know whether you have heard about Gary Chapman, these 5 love languages. Some of those increasingly how they used it in their relationship. See, as adults, we'll have to see. So the love language can differ. Husband's love language will be different and the wife's love language will be different. For children, we need to speak all 5 love languages. For children, we have to speak all 5 love languages. One thing you have to give time. So that's what he said. He gives quality time you have to give. So second also, words of appreciation or compliments, that is you need to give. Third one, you have to give gifts also to them. Children run as you go out and come, what did Dada, Mama bring? They come and rushing, no? So gifts. The third one, you need to, acts of service is called. So we need to help them, the kids. And the fifth one is touch. So you need to give lots of hugs and other things. Especially kids needs lots of hugs and touch and things. As you give, the children have grown with this, they really grow well, benefit in affection showing this. So therefore, the parenting, we have to really pay attention, an ongoing support system. Okay, so we see that. Then lots of talk was about marriage preparation. I'll spend some time on this. Marriage preparation and formation. So we will see. Then about broken families, where you were talking about. Okay, the troubled families, that there are so many now, they are increasing. And you also have said there are a lot of things at the parish level. What can we really be organized in the parish level support system? How we can get support system from the parish priest or the parish clergy or the religious group. So therefore, there is family, there in that connection you also spoke about family visits and also family cell. Somebody was talking about the family cell. Then you also have parish council. We need to have a good parish council leading. Then movement, family movements we need, like what we have, MFCs are here. So it's a great exemplary, so having them. The support system comes from these various family movements are there, especially for troubled couples there is a movement. But we don't get support, enough support from them, from that group. So then another one is youth. So youth is becoming really because of the media. So they get easily gets it's all addiction. It gets addicted and they are going to this. So a lot of addictions comes because of this media, but youth groups have to be well organized. They can do marvels. If they can, proper channels are given to our youth today in our parish. We are neglecting in some of the places that youth group has to be there. Then counseling facilities, how can they be made available? So there are couple of things that I noted down as I was listening. So, but this we'll have to see. If you see that, we also have prepared pastoral plan. Okay, we have a pastoral plan prepared till 2033 CCBI for family all commissions. So in that, most of it is touched in that family pastoral plan, how we can. So one of the things, so that the previous group we just sat and we talked about how we can plan a pastoral plan in that thing. So here you have kind of took a more on Amoris Laetitia, and it is walking or journeying together, that whole journeying together, how we can you do, then with love. So that affective love. I think Pope Francis paid attention to affective part of our life. So I remember in the synod, in the groups meetings, I heard one cardinal said, no, what is important for us is doctrine. Whereas Pope is asking us to pay attention to affectivity. Because the person, the cardinal who was talking about it, he was the for doctrine section. As you saw earlier, the doctrines play, then you would miss some of the thing, but Pope Francis was affecting. So I would like to just, these are my observations as I was listening to you, and also how to take it forward for the rest of the time you will be listening, how we can connect it with this. That's why I have taken some of these. So I'm happy that the existing things have come, this conflict resolution, other things, and that's why when we have these programs we go through all these things, even the marriage preparation, how we go, then how these things are arranged. We have to rework on this. Some of the places, when I went to another region in Karnataka, they have come up, added some more things to their marriage preparation program. So these are the things I would like to guess observation. I congratulate, and it's a very happy to deepen your learning as you have come here. As you listen from each other, then it gets into you. One of the things, the methodology of dialogue, the concept of dialogue, so we always say 5 Ds. We talk about 5 Ds. So anybody knows what are these 5 Ds? Okay, desire. First we need to have a desire to really settle things. Second one, we need to have a dialogue. What is the second D? Dialogue. Then third one is discussion. What is that? Discussion. Fourth one is a decision. Fifth one, do it. So these are the 5 Ds we talk about in one of our Retro I program. We teach this to our couples. Follow these 5 Ds in sharing and resolving and other things. So therefore, so lots of things to learn for our to better relationships. So it's all about how to build relationships, and I congratulate and I'm happy that all of us, big number of you are here, so that we can see how it can be very helpful and productive and help people. So congratulations, and once again thank you.
Thank you, Father, for the feedback, and once again round of applause to the moderator and the panelists. Give a round of applause for yourself. Tomra jege achu. It is you made it so beautiful. Tomra your active participation. Ekon cha khete jabo, and we'll come back by 5:30. And during the tea break, we have a meeting with the directors, Father Laban. Okay, we'll plan for the October program in Hyderabad. चले